Previously on my home garden series. Welcome back. All right, y'all, we are back to the garden and it looks much different. Maybe not much, I don't know. It looks different than the last time, so I wanted to quickly show y'all what we were looking like before we get into replanting, updating a few things. But here is a quick little overview of what the garden is looking like. If you follow me on Instagram, you're not new to this, y'all. I share so many updates on Instagram because it's just so much more easy. But in today's video, I'm just gonna bring y'all along with me while I continue to create my garden dreams. Sorry. I know I'm gonna go with the flow, but there are a few things that I know we're gonna do in this video. First things first, my little sunflowers here, y'all, they're done. They are done for. I'm gonna prop up a video or picture on the screen of what they looked like when they bloomed. It was the most beautiful thing ever. I absolutely loved it. I didn't consider though that sunflowers, as beautiful as they are, y'all, once they're done, they're done. So I'm literally gonna have to come in here and pull them up and start over. So because they didn't last as long as I want them to, I'm not going to pull them up and just replant sunflowers. I am going to replant some more zinnias, y'all. These zinnias, I'm obsessed with zinnias. They grow in such beautiful colors. The butterflies love them. They come here every morning, y'all. It's just the best thing ever. But also, even though I haven't done it yet, you can cut them and they continue to grow more and they last longer than sunflowers, as much as I love sunflowers. Y'all, sage is my biggest op in the garden. I cannot explain to you how much of a menace he has been. Out of there, Sage. And he knows it. He knows it. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh my God. Who wants a dog? I'm selling them, y'all. Dog for sale. Stay on track. We are going to pull up the sunflowers for sure. Pull up any weeds or anything that we don't need. There are a few stalks of corn over there that I think I'm going to leave. Add some more soil, some compost, and throw some zinnia seeds down. Although I have had some struggles with my pumpkins, this one has taken off as far as growth. Not only that, it's also kind of starting to sprout out this way, and this one can't be trellised. So I'm going to extend this black tarpy material out all the way to here. That way it's kind of more of like a runway of no grass, because I think this eventually is going to start to trellis out here, and I don't want to deal with the grass continuing to grow, weeds, welcoming more pests. I don't want pumpkins to start growing and maybe rotting on the soil or the dirt when it starts to get wet. So I want to have just a solid black base for this trellis corner, so that eventually I think I'm probably going to bring in some mulch, some straw. I'm going to bring something. We're going to start with the black. And seriously, y'all, he got no respect. And I know I love to work with what I got. I think I have just enough for that. I'm hoping, I really am hoping that I have just enough for that, y'all. So I'm gonna bring this out. Okay, y'all, this is not a tour, but let me show y'all these zinnias. Let me show you how much I love freaking zinnias, look at them and the different colors. This is the last sunflower that has not yet bloomed. I know it's just going to be so beautiful. I think I might pop still a couple of sunflowers over there with the zinnias. It's just, I'm getting my entire life. I have to have this little gate here because y'all sage, y'all. When I tell you this boy has tried to jump over here, gate got stuck on his collar. He's ripping and running. Whole gate just fell, following him around. He's going crazy. Don't know what's going on. He's crazy, y'all. Look at him. Say hi to your auntie, Sage. Y'all, he's a big boy. He don't care about nothing I'm doing. I'm trying to avoid making this a garden tour. What we will do at the very end of this video though is I'll give y'all an overview of the things that I have planted and where things are, what's what, and all that, because I know that the last video was over a month ago and I'm going to give y'all a good update. But because we are running out of sun, we're going to get started. We are just going to hop into the garden, y'all, give it some more love, set some new intentions, create some new vibes, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's grow. I hope y'all can hear me. It is raining. It's really coming down out there. But here are my top 3 colors. Can you guess which one I chose? Dun, 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 dun. Comment. Dun, 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 dun. Not just playing. I went with this one. Now that I think about it, I don't know, but we'll see.
Take it away.
Low-key, same color as my sock.
Feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like it's more peachy than I wanted it to be, but I trust I trust that it'll dry and be a little bit more on the terracotta side, because here is the test. You see how that just has a little bit more brownness to it versus kind of that peachy color. We'll see. Either way, we're gonna go with it, okay? How about that? We're gonna let this dry, and I will be back when that is done. I feel like I want to do something in the meantime, in between time though, so let's see. Y'all, I truly wish that my brain didn't do the over-analyzing thing when it comes to picking colors and painting, but I go through this every single time. This right here though, it's just too peachy for me. I'm gonna pop a picture up that I took out back just to make sure I ain't crazy. I don't mind a pop of color, and who knows, maybe down the line we'll change it up. But for now it's just much. It's just a bit much for the space. And if I put it down, threw some dirt in and started planting, it would just be too much to try to like change it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go what feels right, and I know that this does not. I went back and I picked up 2 of these satin nutmegs. I wanted that brownish terracotta, not necessarily brown or terracotta, but I was just having a tough time finding it. So got 2 of these, still not sure, but we're just gonna see how it goes.
Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah.
Okay, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I will take this over this. Some of y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I already hear it. We're gonna let this dry.
You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about, yeah, you got me feeling some type of way, you make me wanna stay in.
Okay, y'all, I've been putting this off. Oh my goodness. First of all, y'all know how I am when stuff is all crowded. I don't know what's up in there, but we're gonna get this little corner pulled out so we can add a little bit of extra soil and get some new seeds planted. But I'm definitely tired of seeing The Walking Dead here. It's about time. The chaos corner is actually giving chaos, so let's fix that.
Sun is hitting my face, I'm unfazed, I need this. Calling out my name, say meet me, see these waves. Now I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy, let the seas sway with me, regaining my energy, let the seas.
Okay, so fully aware this is just a pile of dirt and it's looking pretty sloppy here. Before I get to cleaning things up, I think we are gonna go ahead and try to, before the sun goes down, try to get down this material at least until the entry of this point, because I really want to cover this grass up. It's growing and growing. I want to smother it, cover it up so that I can start to have a place for the plants that are starting to get towards the ground to go comfortably. So let's see if we can knock that part out, and then we can get a little bit of cleanup going.
Sway with me, my remedy, let the sea sway with me, getting my energy, let the sea sway with me. I would try to hold on, treading water in this big storm now. Try to swim away, crash just like a tidal wave. I go under, hold my breath and flow. Trust the current takes me safe for sure. Now this is my remedy, let the seas sway with me, regaining my energy, let the seas sway with me, my remedy, let the seas sway with me, gaining my energy, let the seas sway with me. it go under, hold my breath and let it go. Trust the current takes.
Real quick, y'all, I found these little like garden borders from Walmart. They were on clearance, so I got 6 of them. I think they were like $4 a piece. They normally like $6.97. So I grabbed these to possibly use back there, but more so by the shed where Sage likes to go around. But I got 6 of these.
Stuck you and looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. Got stuck you and looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. The waiting's done and you find your home right here. A light goes off and it clicks, you figure out. You put it off, yeah you did it. Life didn't fall apart with it. Couldn't miss what was intended. Let the fears fly away. Ride it out like a wave. Call it in on your favors. Call them in. Let the fears fly away. Ride it out like a wave. Allow yourself some grace. You can have it. Just like the wind, just let it pass through. Just put it past you. You do what you do. Just like the wind, just let it pass through. Just put it past you. You do what you do. Nothing happened by accident. Flowers bloom cause you planted them. Water them to perfection. And now there's no more empty vases. Passionate and so nurturing. Watch it grow from the seeds you sent. Now you reap all the benefits. Ooh. Let the fears fly away. Ride it out like a wave. Calling in all your favors. Call them in. Let the fears fly away. Ride it out like a wave. Allow yourself.
Okay, so real quick, I shared this on Instagram. I know that I didn't share it on YouTube. I got this canvas, y'all. Yes, this canvas that is huge on a curd. Well, it was posted on Facebook Marketplace, but they put it on a curd. I got it anyways. Found this. Absolute steal, by the way. It looks like the one that I made in my master bedroom. I'm still kind of deciding the what and the where, like I'm gonna put it and stuff like that. So that's why it's just sitting there awkwardly, but we're not here about this. With this came the border that I'm assuming was attached to it. It was just not attached. And the wood is not, to me, it's better without the border. But I've been holding on to this because something told me that I could use it for something. Y'all, I got an idea. Out here. Okay, in the middle of the Vigo garden beds are these grapes here, and I got them randomly. It was not a part of the plan, so I kind of like just put something there temporarily. So what they're trellised on is 2 tomato cages, and I didn't put too much thought into it, but they have ran out of space to grow. So I'm thinking this border, if I maybe like nail in the corners so that it's less flimsy, nail in the corners, right? Get a few more wood pieces to maybe like put a few across here and here, make a little grid, make my own trellis. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna turn it into a trellis. Take the grapes off of the tomato cages, lean the DIY trellis against that fence, right? Because grapes aren't crazy heavy either. You know what I mean? So I think it'll still be sturdy enough for that space. And then I'll be able to repurpose the tomato cages and kind of use what I have. I think that's going to add the perfect pop of wood with the greenery. It's going to allow the vines to grow out more freely, is what I'm thinking. I'm just a little nervous on how I'm going to separate it from the tomato cage because it's kind of got a grip on it. I'm going to show y'all that in a second. But first, I'm going to measure this. I'm going to go to Lowe's. We're going to get some wood. We're going to go with the flow. I know I love a good upcycle, so we're going to see if we can bring this to life and put it to use.
in my head. From the past to future play, or change, yeah. My emotions are valid, but the goal is not to be triggered every time. Never mind, it's just like.
So I'm gonna have to do it slightly different, but it's still gonna work. We're still gonna make it work. Keep you some of this on deck. Keep you some of this on deck. I love it. I love it.
It's okay for my sanity to choose perfect peace, and I'll forever and always be.
But while we wait, let's fill up the garden beds.
Present. I am enough as I am. I am fully equipped. Even when the tide and the current start to shift, I am adaptable. I am adaptable. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. It's safe for me to be grounded in the present moment. The balance between problem solving and the universe working itself out. All that I have is all that I need, but to actualize it I can't doubt, no doubt. My emotions are valid, but the goal is not to be triggered every time.
Okay, it should be dry, but we're still gonna handle it with care. I might add some nails to it. I'm not sure just yet. I'm gonna wait until I can pick it up and really see if it's sturdy. But I just got another idea. I just got another idea. I got a little bit more in here, y'all. And I think I got enough to just give this like a light coat. Am I doing too much? I just don't like how the inner wood planks are not the same color as the exterior. I think the simple solid wood still looks good. Something Emmy is telling me that it would be nice to add this color just for a little extra something. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Never mind, it's just life. It's okay for my sanity. I choose peace and I'll forever and always be.
Okay, so real quick, let me show y'all what I was explaining earlier. Here are my grapes. They're still young, so they haven't actually formed any like actual grapes, but let me show you what I was referring to. As you can see, they have climbed to the top of this tomato cage, and you can barely tell, but they're overgrown. Like, they've gone further than even the tomato cage will go, and they're still growing. So like this one over here has reached over here, is wrapped around here, still growing out of here. So I'm gonna try to the best of my ability. Some of them I'm gonna have to cut, like right here. This is completely attached and stuck to this. Oh look. Hi. Hi little ladybug. I have accepted that a lot of these I'm gonna have to cut, because once these grapevines grab a hold of something, they turn like a rusty brown and they get super hard, which I'm sure is really good for like structure and holding on to things, keeping things in place. Not so good when I need to take it off. So we're just gonna work what we have, y'all. I'm gonna get these taken down, remove the tomato cages, and we'll go from there.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets.
Whew. Grapevines are free. They look crazy, but it's gonna make sense soon, okay? Here are the tomato cages, which I think, and I'm honestly not sure if this is the right move, but I'm gonna go with it for now, okay? I'm gonna go with it for now. Here is my watermelon plant. This is the orange watermelon. I've had a few little tiny melons come, but they've been dying off. So it's just greenery, nothing heavy on them. I think I'm gonna try to trellis the watermelons with the tomato cages. Yes, I know the tomato cages are not very strong, and they are not meant to hold anything super heavy. But honestly, the watermelon leaves are starting to get a little chaotic and like spread out, and I want them to start to grow up. So if I start to see a watermelon that begins to grow, then I will baby it and move it around at that time. For now, we want to get these leaves off the ground. Hi, baby. Every time he goes over there, I have to tell him, leave it. Anyway, let's see if we can make some sense of this. Tidy it up a little bit.
Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like fast life. You like to drive.
I completely emptied the can, y'all. And it's not perfect, but I am not going to get no more paint. I think this will be nice, so I think this will be perfect. It'll be outside. If anything, it'll end up looking rustic, but let's take it outside.
Get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me. You got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you'd cross my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if
Let me show y'all something I am excited and nervous for. This is something I have been on the search for and wanting for a long time. But a couple of weeks ago, I had ordered some purple potatoes. I have been storing these in the dark and keeping them dry. And thankfully, I got them to grow some eyes, y'all. I got them from a seller on Amazon, which I wouldn't specifically recommend because honestly, this came with like 10 plus, maybe even 15 seed potatoes. Some of them were rotten. Almost none of them had eyes. I already tried to plant some that had very, very small ones, but have gotten no luck. So I kept a few and decided to just kind of like store them, let them grow bigger eyes so I have a better chance of growing them. So we're just gonna go for it. Again, I've been nervous because I didn't want it to be a complete loss, but I'm actually satisfied with the eyes that they have grown. And these are the purple potatoes, y'all, like purple throughout. I am so excited. I've never tasted a purple potato. I have done my research and I have wanted to taste them for such a long time. So this is very similar to like the yellow watermelon or some of the things that I'm growing for the first time. I figure if I'm going to try something that's not so common, why not grow it myself so that I know what I'm tasting is in its organic, fresh form. So yeah, we got 5 of these babies and we are going to plant them. But comment below who has tasted purple potatoes, who has grown purple potatoes. I'm excited. I'm super excited, y'all. I hear him breathing all heavy. This boy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 4 holes. So I'm gonna plant 4 of them in here, and I'm gonna plant 1 of them in the garden bed over there. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
taking chances, empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better?
I think that's good. And I got 1 more that I am going to plant in one of the new garden beds.
If I go, I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us? New love, can we get high? New love, no drugs. I'm ready to fly, no drugs. Pull up. If I'm on your mind, pull up above. When you come inside in us, I am baptized, I am alive again. Give me new life, take me to heaven. When it feels right, that's that ascension. Never go back to when waited as long as I've lived. Thumbs up. Come get what's yours and what's real. Boot up. Blissful.
All right, y'all. Here we are. Even the smallest touches, y'all. It's just bringing it all together. But welcome to the official updated garden tour. Y'all, we got to start with the trellis. This is literally exactly what I have been envisioned. And baby, there are still open gaps. Like, it's not even completely full, but it's at least meeting in the middle. So it's so gorgeous and whimsical. In the front, I have my fairy tale pumpkin. I have not had any actual female pumpkins form on the fairy tale yet, which if you know, you know. I have been going through it with my pumpkin plants, y'all. Like, I can't even explain. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. But I've only had male flowers form on this one. I still absolutely love this plant because the leaves are huge and beautiful. It has been growing so beautifully, y'all. And I have faith. I have faith that we're gonna have some pumpkins producing on the fairy tale because these are the ones I'm most excited for. I decided to throw some zinnias in the front on each side. I literally just put a bunch of them down. I was a little iffy, but I think it's the perfect touch to the entryway because it's like little bushes of flowers versus just a bunch of separate flowers. These are from Dollar Tree, y'all. So granted, while they're not as big and tall and grand as the ones I got from like Lowe's or online, here is your confirmation that you can still get beautiful, beautiful zinnias at a fraction of the cost. These are beautiful, y'all. They are just so cute. Dollar Tree has packs of seeds for like $3-4.25 or $4-4.25. I forget. Literally like next to nothing, and look at what you get. This side is a little slower to grow, but it's doing something. It's doing something. We got quite a bit that are going to be forming pretty soon. Now on each side too, I kind of like mimicked what I'm doing on each side, but slightly different. I threw a few of these little teddy bear sunflowers, and they're supposed to be like a dwarf type of sunflower. Honestly, they have not gotten tall at all. So these, I think, are gonna literally be like miniature. I don't know if it's just the soil where I'm growing them or what, but we got some action. I just don't trust that these are gonna be like that exciting, but I'll keep y'all updated. Here's an example of some do better than others. Here are two more fairy tale pumpkin plants. Literally the same. I think these two were planted maybe a week or two after this one. I don't know what happens. I'm learning as I go, but I'm still keeping them there because I'm hoping that maybe they'll surprise me and just start to take off. We'll see. But this right here is doing what it needs to do. I also planted this little beet plant. It's not too big. I'm not exactly sure what to expect. I don't really eat beets, but I will juice beets, so I just threw it down there for the fun of it. Y'all, here is my yellow watermelon plant. It's still doing the trellis, and as you can see, we got a little baby going. When I say baby, it's so tiny. I think the watermelons growing is the cutest thing, y'all. I've had a few start and then they die off. I even tried to hand pollinate one. That didn't work. They've been dying off. But this plant here, honey, has been doing so good because let me show you this. Look at this. I know, right? I'm gonna have to move it because clearly, like I said, this is a tomato cage. I just don't, you know, I don't want to risk it. So I'm gonna move this around, but I'm letting it grow just a little bit more. I put a baggie over it because I have a real serious caterpillar, pickle worm, just about anything problem out here in Florida. They've been eating away at every squash, pumpkin, and melon that I have. So I've been babying it. I've been learning some things. But yeah, this is a little yellow watermelon. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take it off just so y'all can see. Hold on. I wanna be delicate. But it's just for y'all because I love y'all. I haven't even seen it like without the bag at this size. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Oh my God. Look at her. She's so beautiful. She is so beautiful, y'all. I am going to put this bag back over her, and I'm eventually, probably in a couple of days, gonna take the vine down, probably bring her down here and sit her down somewhere so that I don't have to worry about her breaking off at all. I'm also gonna be watching her pretty close. I'm gonna probably put a bag over her pretty soon. As much as I have been going hard back here, y'all know I started from seed, so I have not yet had a harvest. So little things like this, it's just everything to me. Okay, let me cover her back up. Okay, so that is the yellow watermelon update. Here's a look at my zinnias from the left side of the trellis. They are just about as tall as me, almost, not quite. But as you can tell, these are a lot bigger. These are the California Giants, which are the ones that I put in the corner, so I hope they grow just as tall. I noticed the ladybugs have been coming lately. I just love nature. Look, I love the feeling of nature coming to the space that I create. You know what I mean? Like, it does something to me. When the butterflies come and just fly around and get the nectar, I'm just like, ooh, I feel like I've created a safe space for nature. That warms my heart. Okay, so let's come around and inside, because I told y'all that my pumpkin journey has been traumatizing. Okay, I have had at least 10 pumpkins form, and they don't get past the very tiny stage. They get about like this size and just die off with no reason, or maybe a little bit bigger, right? And then when they get a little bit bigger, they've been getting eaten by pickle worms. And I did a whole investigation situation the other day, which resulted in me having to cut off the edge of this. Okay, I found pickle worms on the inside, like the caterpillars. Y'all, was so disgusting. I'd pop up some pictures, but I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Long story short, I was able to do a little surgery, a little research to find out what it was. I did end up having to cut off right there the pumpkin that was growing, but I have one growing now, and it's, like I said, I'm learning as I go. I've been using the bags and I've been putting them on a lot sooner. I don't want to jinx it, but this is my first pumpkin that has grown to this size. Still very small, y'all, but we have a pumpkin growing. And not only that, I did the same with this one here, and it's doing good. Both of those pumpkins are from the same plant. These are the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So nothing special, just the regular orange pumpkin. I'll take it. I'll take it. We are still manifesting big, beautiful fairy tale pumpkins. Oh my God. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a male flower. And if you look close, that right there, those are eggs. Eggs that were dropped here by a moth. If I didn't catch this, y'all, what would have happened is the eggs would have turned into larvae, caterpillars, ate into that and killed the plant. And as they grow, they can get into the vines, they can infect more and more of the plant, which is why it's such a good gardening tip that no matter how tired you are, get out here in the morning and inspect your plant. It's things like this that create real problems. I would honestly try and like pick that off, but because I have so many male flowers on this plant and it hasn't produced any females, I'm just going to remove this one completely. That way I don't even have to worry about any survivors, and hopefully it'll encourage actual female growth. This is a tour, not a test, so let me stay on track. Here are my favorite zinnias. Big, beautiful. You already saw them from the other side. They literally come to my chest. I'm obsessed. Honestly, this garden bed and this garden bed, I'm not gonna talk much about because I just recently pulled up all of the squash. They were doing bad. I was holding on to them for no particular reason. Right now, I am in the phase of trying to decide what I want to plant because I have a lot of space over here, a lot of space over here. A few more things I need to just pull out, like the little mini Brussels sprouts. I have strawberries over here. I'm gonna keep those. My tomato plant, it is starting to have flowers for the first time. Over here are more zinnias, the bigger, taller ones. I have 2 pineapple plants, y'all. I got this off of Facebook Marketplace. These were literally pineapple tops that had already started to root. My pineapple propagation failed and I wanted to at least start with roots. So I just jumped on it. They had it for $5. It was close to me. It was like the perfect situation. So I got those. No sight of any pineapples, nothing crazy, but I figure why not? Here's some corn. This is kind of like an experiment because I saw somebody grow corn out of a bag. Now, granted, I think it is a bit overcrowded. It was more crowded, but I'm starting to thin them out as they grow and kind of just leave the strong ones. These are not regular corn. These are gem corns, like the colorful type corn. So I'm excited about these. They're looking good, but something has been getting to them. So I'm gonna have to watch these a little bit closer. My sweet potatoes, y'all. I grew these sweet potatoes from one sweet potato, and I made sweet potato slits and just planted them, and they have taken off, y'all. Look at this sweet potato plant. Like, what? This is probably one of my favorite things. I love how the new leaves are like this purplish brown and shiny, and then they turn into these nice green leaves, and there's so much new growth. They are just really flourishing. I like how they kind of sprawl out and the way they look. Speaking of corn and like finally getting closer to the ability of harvesting things, I left these 2 corn stalks, even though they literally come to like my hips. Not even my hips, y'all, barely. They're very, very short. They are so small. I still left them here. Something told me to leave them, and they've been doing something. I can even see the little corn husks forming, y'all. So I might have some little mini corns. I don't know. I'm just, look, we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. That corn I did start with fertilizer, so I'm hoping that I get a better result. But these ones are still trying to do a little something, something. Chaos corner update. She's looking bald. She's looking bare. I know. But y'all know how it goes. Just imagine. Just imagine. This is probably like a week of growth on the zinnias that you see. I did throw, I think, about 3 sunflower seeds. It was the American hybrid. So it's supposed to be the giant ones, like the pretty tall ones. So I think with the colorful zinnias, a few of those sunflowers, this corner is going to be gorgeous. Imagine this there. That's our chaos corner, a lot cleaner than before. Another Dollar Tree buy that honestly I thought was just about out of there. These are my cucumbers. If I'm completely honest, I've kind of neglected them. They have no business being on this little tomato cage, but I just threw them in there. With that being said though, I'm pretty sure this is a cucumber that is going to start. So I'm gonna be watching this pretty close. I've never I didn't really expect this to do much. Not only this, I actually see something here too. So it looks like it's about to start trying to do something. So I'm probably gonna have to put a little bit more love into it. I don't really eat cucumbers, but like the beets, I'm thinking there are some things I can make juices with. So these are my cucumbers. Here are my lima beans. These could definitely be trellis better, but they're still doing good. I've got some flowers growing in for the lima beans. Baby, I'll be throwing corn just anywhere. So this is also just 2 stalks of corn. So this is kind of like the let's just try it out section. I didn't put too much energy into it, but they're actually still doing something. So here is an inside look of the archway. I'm obsessed. I don't know if I shared the garden sign. I got it from Dollar Tree, $1.25. I saw it immediately and thought, oh, exactly, right? All right, so I do have a confession. I definitely messed something up pretty bad. As you can see, these are both jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. But if you can look at this one here, I tore it up, y'all. And here's what happened. When I had the pickle worm situation, the more I looked into the flowers, the stems, and the plants, I started to see areas where eggs were being stored. Basically, it was being invaded. So I created a concoction without thinking of the measurements. So I used neem oil, castile oil, and water, but I used way too much of the ingredients, baby, and I went around just spraying. I'm like, y'all got to get up out of here. I burnt the hell out of this plant. It was definitely a learning lesson. I was just in that mood. There's really no excuse. I was in that mood. I am gonna go through and kind of cut out some of it, but I'm not gonna completely cut it down. I'm focusing more on the new growth first, and as long as that continues to grow, then I'll focus on what I'm gonna do for the side here. But that's the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. These 2 right here are the blue pumpkins, y'all. These were planted the exact same time as these. Like, you win some, you lose some. I'm not even gonna call it a loss because they're still they're still growing, they're still doing something. Even if they're doing it slow, I'm gonna give them patience. This is another fairy tale pumpkin. This is the one that I had in that garden bed over there. It was no reason for it to be in there. I just want to see if it grew some more. So I decided to transplant it. Y'all, she looking sad. She is looking sad, okay? She looking sad, but she's still hanging in there. So I'm hoping that she can acclimate to this area because it does get some pretty bright sun, and we'll just keep our fingers crossed. I figure, I mean, it won't hurt, right? More of the teddy bear sunflowers over here. One of the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are starting to come out here, and I've got a little baby, so we'll see how that does. Here is my orange watermelon plant. Her foliage, like her leaves, are a lot more full and like just bigger than the yellow one, but also she hasn't produced any real fruit yet either. So the yellow watermelon is using up a lot more energy to actually bear fruit. But I've been watching her close. We are gonna see. We're gonna hope for some orange watermelons soon. Who remember, first they all looked like this, remember? But they have definitely been growing a whole lot more, a lot stronger, y'all, a lot taller. I have had some more run-ins with the cutworms. That's what was happening. I learned that it was cutworms. Right now though, we are back and we are doing so much better. And guess what? You see it? I know, right? That's my first little peek through of a carrot. So like, stuff is happening, okay? Harvest season is approaching in more ways than one. Here's my little tiny kale, y'all. I know this one looks bigger than those because those are also kale. But for example, this is probably 2 months old. When I first planted it, I think it was just stunted. These are probably like 2 weeks old. So in size, they are more likely gonna pass that up pretty quickly here. That is an onion. You know, I don't mind showing y'all my failures. I did it again. I brought some out too soon and the Florida heat got to them. I'm still gonna leave them here because I trust that there's still hope. These are 2 lettuces, and literally just the past 2 days they wilted down, and basically it's just too hot. It's just too hot out here for lettuce. Think about bringing a bag of lettuce outside in the heat. I think it's just one of those things you just don't play with. Kale's a little more tougher, kale's a little more rougher. I also have some strawberries here, but they are getting eaten up, y'all. I need to figure out what that is because they were doing so good, but they are now getting ate up. Here are my herbs. Oh my word, my herbs are doing so good. I have the same thing over here as I do over here. Spinach was at the top, it didn't do so good, so I replanted them just like the day before yesterday, so those should be growing soon. I have my sage, I have my basil, my parsley, and my peppermint. Baby, I got the herbs. I got some more strawberry plants over here, y'all. The sun just went down. So basically a lot of what you're seeing though is like the plants right after they have been like beaten up by the sun. So they are just getting a break. They'll start perking back up pretty soon. But I just moved some of these strawberries out here, so we'll see how they do. My pride and joy, okay? My pride and joy, my little trellis. I'm obsessed. I love it so freaking much, y'all. Like, and it doesn't move. I put 2 long nails and it's attached to the back of the fence. So when I tell you it don't move, baby, it ain't going nowhere. It literally came out better than I could have even imagined. I think the color combination, the brown with the pop of green, that sage, it's just, it's beautiful. And the amount of room that it has to grow is perfect. As you can see, we have new growth that is reaching for the sky. So she's enjoying it too. That's most important. The grapevines actually enjoy it here. Now over here, because I took out the pumpkin plant and I also realized that these purple potatoes that I tried a few weeks ago, they're not gonna grow. The eyes just weren't developed enough on them. So, you know, I tried. So I really have this full section to grow in. So that's a part of my preparation of what I'm going to be putting in new for the fall, along with those sections in the garden beds I told y'all about. Here is my turmeric, y'all, and they are flourishing in this spot. Shout out to Tamara. She sent me some seeds, but she also included some turmeric roots. So it was literally perfect. Like, what? Yeah. Your girl's growing turmeric. Here are my onions. I have a row of white onions, red onions, and yellow onions, and they are doing really, really good. Here are my cherry tomatoes. I have not had any fruit bear just yet, and I'm almost sure it's because it has been almost 100 degrees every single day in Florida. But they are flowering, so they are trying to do a little something something. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It was 3 plants in here. I don't know what I was thinking. I cut it down to 2, even though that still might be a little much, but we're gonna see. I have to say, the color of these garden beds, y'all, perfect for literally what was in my mind, because really what I was trying to mimic is this pot right here that I got from Aldi. It's like, it's not brown, it's not terracotta, but it is that in between kind of clay type color. This one is the exact same. Tell me that that does not just flow. Ugh. Trust your gut. I love it. Now, nothing crazy is going on over here because I really just brought out the seedlings that I had in the house. Some are doing good, some not the best, but here we are. I feel like this one is gonna do real good. This is a collard. This is a Brussels sprout. Another collard. Baby lettuce. Okay, lettuce. This is a Peter Pan squash. So it's basically the same as a scallop squash, but it's a greenish color. I just threw in some seeds for some heirloom tomatoes. Here's one that just sprouted, so I'm excited about those. So we'll have some tomatoes here and some tomatoes here. I love the heirloom varieties, and I'm gonna start planting more of those. We got kale right here, another collard, Brussels sprouts, and another Brussels sprout. I know they are tiny, y'all. I literally just brought them out here, and it wasn't really gonna be a part of this video, but why not? Y'all missed this baby when she bloomed, but do not worry, I took a cute little video of it because y'all had to see it. So beautiful, bright and yellow. And I didn't realize she had like little sunflower heads forming, but because they're facing the plant, I guess they couldn't bloom. Interesting. Well, here's more zinnias. I gotta come through here and clean this up, y'all. I gotta cut her down and cut most of these down because guess who did this? Sir Pee a lot. Oh, look, beautiful flowers. Let me pee on them. And that's what he did. So there's that. I love the flowers on each side of the shed. I threw some new zinnias down, and I also threw down one of the large sunflowers. So this corner is going to be full, similar to this one. Told you I was going through it with the pumpkins and I panicked. I just threw in some more seeds indoors. So there's like the white pumpkin, blue pumpkin, another fairy tale pumpkin. Baby, I don't need to be planting no more pumpkin. If what I've planted don't work, then it's just what's supposed to be my year. So I'm gonna see what they do and maybe move them around. Last mention of pumpkins. I moved one over here, and it's just been like trellising around the back of here. And I'm just gonna kind of let it do what it do. I'm pretty sure this is the jack-o'-lantern, just a regular orange pumpkin. Sometimes when a plant is not completely like, oh, it's dead, I can't do anything with this. Even though I don't want it in a garden bed or in a space, I don't feel right just throwing it away. If it's still possible it can do something. So I'll like dig a hole in the ground and drop it and see what it does. This is a result of that. So we'll see. This was a little awkward space, so I threw that back there, threw in some zinnias, and I think a sunflower because why not? The corner, more flowers. I never even considered flowers when I was starting my garden, if I'm being honest. But once they started blooming and popping up, I'm like, oh my God, yes, more flowers, please. How awkward is this? But I just let it grow. I just let it do its thing. Now for this spot and this spot, I already told y'all, that is where I planted the purple potatoes. And for the past few days, because it has been a few days since I planted them, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little discouraged because I started feeling like, oh, it's gonna do just like the other ones did. And looking at them, I didn't see any greenery or nothing popping up. So I'm like, dang, I hope it just wasn't a dud. Y'all, why did I get in closer and realize that the blooms are literally dark purple? Do you see them? You probably can't see them by the camera. The edges have some green to them, but they are, the flowers are purple. My purple potatoes are blue. And even over here, if you look close, the edges are green, but they turn purple, y'all. Oh my God, this made my entire day. This made my entire day. Cause what? Cause who's growing purple potatoes? I am. I'm growing purple potatoes. Ah! Now I gotta figure out whether I need to throw more dirt on them or just leave them as is. I think I need to throw more dirt, but we'll leave that be. But yeah, yes. I should have put my hand up to everything that I was doing because the lighting is doing some crazy stuff. Here's the collard I was telling you I'm excited about. I feel like it's gonna do some good stuff. And that is the garden, y'all. When I tell you that gardening was something that has always popped up in my head, it was like a temporary thought, but a thought that never left, if that makes sense. I did not know that once I started it, it would just make me feel complete. I can't explain it. I come out here and I just sit down and I breathe it all in. Just looking at it alone soothes my spirit in a way I cannot explain. I am in love with the process of learning, even through the trials and the errors, which I have had so many and have them as we speak, y'all. Gardening is not for the weak and it is not all cute. I'm gonna say that. But ever since I started, it's like, oh, it's almost like, oh, I've done this before. I just have to relearn it or something. It just, and I love sharing this journey with y'all. So definitely comment below and let me know if y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all want more garden updates. Let me know if you like the DIYs, if you like the makeovers, if you like the gardening tips. What specifically do you enjoy the most, or would you want more of as it pertains to my garden? Because we're definitely not done. We haven't even scratched the surface. But anywho, the sun is going down. I hope this was a good break in your day. Thank y'all for spending time with me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and he's mad. Sage is really going in with this toy, y'all. Sorry. Get from over there. Y'all, he's the biggest op in the garden. The biggest op. He is the biggest op in the garden. Woody, you being a bad boy or are you being a good boy? I'm gonna tell them that. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them that you've been a bad boy. You're gonna get exposed. He could care less. He really could care less. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Get out of there. Get out of there. Y'all, he's so bad. Yeah, always on his side. On nobody. I'm the victim. I am the victim, okay? And I think y'all know that. I just don't know. It's really tough being a single mother. Yeah, he just doesn't listen to me anymore. I don't know what to do. And send him on scared straight. And as they grow, they can get into the vine. Oh my God, what's on me? God. We're just gonna hop into the garden, give it some more love. Oh God. Anything for you, man. Ooh, you blow me away. Anything with the roof on. I put but you made no charm. The grapes more space and like more Sage, come on now. How can I get mad at him? I brought him the toy. Oh my God.